welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my week 1 check-in for the month of February. So we are going to get right on into it. If you are new to my channel, my name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting. I also include work week lunches, grocery hauls, and meal planning. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we are actually first going to start off with my dashboard, and we're just going to look at all of the things that I spent this week. So I am still using my highlighter. I think I did find my expense trackers and then I lost them again. So I'm just going to be pulling out my Good Budget app. Today is Friday, and I'm actually getting the opportunity to close out my budget on a Friday. So I'm first just going to look. I haven't bought anything for groceries. I actually did buy gas today, but the way that I'm using my gas is I'm charging it to my Walmart credit card, and then I pay it back. But because the charge was today, I have not been able, it doesn't allow me until it actually posts for me to pay it. So you won't see that charge in this week's weekly check-in because I actually haven't paid anything. I haven't done anything for household. Today I did do something for personal, and that was me getting my hair done. And then I also did something for miscellaneous. So I just had, which is crazy. Let me actually go back and see if I did anything. Let me see what the last day of February is, because if y'all telling me that I have not spent anything all week, that would be a miracle. Let me go back to here. So we have the 30th and the 31st. So I would have went grocery shopping on the 31st. And that's what happened. So I did go to the grocery store on the 31st. However, I did not spend any money out of my actual account. I did on my Discover card. So I'm going to fill that in. I do just need to go back and look at my expenses. So good thing I caught that, but it's not going to be, of course, in my Good Budget app. So we had just that, and I don't even know how much I spent at, what is that place called? At Discover, at HEB. I know it was $121 and some change. So a little disappointed in myself that I did not write it down. But I did go to Discover, and then I'm also thinking I went to Walmart as well. I think I went to Walmart, y'all, because I spent like $37. So Walmart was on this day as well too. And then on the 30th, but I'm just going to put it on the 31st. On the 30th, I went to Walgreens. And I'm going to put Walgreens here. And that was for $46. I actually should be writing it in red because these were unbudgeted charges. I went to Walmart and I went to HEB. And I'm just putting a star by them because they were charged on credit cards. And then on the 5th, I did my hair. I budgeted $160 for my hair, but I ended up realizing at the last minute that my hair was too long to do like a bob. So I ended up just having to do my hair long. So it came out to $180. And then I had a miscellaneous charge, and it was for $2.18. And then we're going to just see if I had anything else that I needed to budget for. So on the 1st, don't ask me why this happened, you guys, because I don't have any questions as to why. Okay, so I did put it on here, but it charged for the 1st. So HEB, sorry y'all, I'm getting a little off, but we're going back to here. So at Walmart, I spent $37.07, and at HEB I spent $121.65. Okay, and then on the 1st, I did not expect it to be this expensive, but my Stitch Fix came, and good Lord, I don't even know why. It was $201.34. This does not help my cause when I'm trying to actually pay off debt. So we're going to figure that situation out. And then on the 3rd, I went to Fiesta and I spent $4.18. And that was because I needed some browning. Oh, should have let that dry. I needed some browning, and so I went there and picked up 2 bottles so I didn't have to worry about it. But other than that, you guys, that was everything that I spent that was miscellaneous. Everything else was all good. Actually, nope, just kidding. I have one more, and that was on the 4th, and this was the hair that I bought to do my hair. And I bought that just like at the beauty store. I'm letting that cool off, and this was the beauty, and it was $14.47. Is that correct? Yes. So that was everything that I did this week. It wasn't a grand week in terms of no spending. The only time that I have not spent miscellaneous money and was today, which is the 5th, and then Tuesday. Literally every other day I spent some kind of money. But the good news is that I should be able to save some money, because when I bought my furniture, I think I talked about this. When I bought my furniture, I forgot what the deal was, but for like 6 months or something like that, they were technically going to pay I was going to have no payments for 6 months because they were going to cover that bill for our furniture. But the way that it works is they actually just send you gift cards. So I actually just got all 5 of my gift cards from Ashley's Furniture, and it was $500. So what's going to happen is things may be changing in my budget a little bit, y'all. So we gonna see how that goes. But I shouldn't have to spend any money out of my actual checking account for a while. I'm not going to try to go crazy and do anything wild, because I still need to make sure that I have some money to take care of some stuff. But it does allow me to cover some purchases that I do want to make. So right now, we are going to do my rollover. And I totally forgot what the rollover was. So let me open this back up and go to January. We are going to look at the ending. So for groceries, I had $3. I didn't have anything in gas. I had $52 in household. I had $42 in personal, and $1 in miscellaneous. So if you guys haven't checked out my cash stuffing video, I will have it in the description box below. But for groceries, let me just pull out my Good Budget app. So if you guys already don't know, I do a cashless cash envelope or digital budgeting system. And so I use the Good Budget app to track all of my expenses and income for all of my cash envelopes. So this is what it looks like. It's on my iPad for when I'm at home, and it's also on my phone. So wherever I am, I always have immediate access to it. So for groceries, I added $100, which gave me $103. For gas, I believe I added, 70. Haha. I added $70. For household, I added 20. Is that so? Yes. But how is that possible? Yes, I added 20 plus 20 leaves me with 72. I'm not exactly sure what happened, you guys. Am I sure household was at 52? That is weird. Looking at household. Actually, you guys, let me just check that again. Let me just make sure that is right. So, okay. Household was at 50. Okay. Because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. There's no purchases here. Okay, so that is 70. And then we have personal. I added $160, which gave me $202. And then we had miscellaneous, and I added 15, which gave me $16. So going from top to bottom, I spent $2.10, which leaves me at $13.90. We're gonna minus the 90 cents. 90 cents, which leaves me at 13. So let's go ahead and do the expense. And I'm doing CR, which means change or cash rollover. And we're gonna do that there. And then we have personal. We're gonna do minus 180, which leaves me with $22. Household, we did not spend anything, so that leaves me at 70. For gas, technically I have not spent anything, so that leaves me at 70. And then for groceries, I had $3 and I haven't spent anything there, so that still leaves me with $103. Now for my checking account, I actually got like a 3% interest, so plus the 90 cents here, we're actually going to be rolling over 93 cents to my checking account. My savings account. And we're going to just go ahead and add that into savings so that I don't forget. So that's going to be savings 1. Sorry, you guys, my phone just went out for whatever reason. But like I was saying, I am going to be putting my 93 cents into my savings 1 account, which is my account that I share with my sinking funds. So this is going to be a change rollover. It's going to be for 93 cents. And this should be 95, but let me just make sure 38.95. So this 38.02 plus 0.93. So yes, this is now going to be 38.95. Now let's go back to February's budget. Some of y'all favorite part of my budget is doing our February expenses. So let's dive right on into it. I'm going to pull out my mini book. So I know that it sounds crazy because like I have a digital budgeting, but I also have a mini like happy planner where I just keep all of our expenses in here. And so that is what I'm looking at on my cheat sheet to show you guys what's been going on. So let me flip over to my household expenses and let me show you guys what's been going on. So we have our rollover. So I'm going to make sure that I put that on here. Rollover, which was of course 2-1. And that amount was $43.62. And that was also our balance. And guess what, y'all? For the first time on 2-1, we paid our mortgage. It was a so-so feeling. I don't want to give that much money away, but it was still nice to say mortgage. And we put $19.68 towards our mortgage, which left us at $23.94. And a lot of this is not our mortgage. A lot of it is actually taxes because we live by a preferred area. And so our taxes are a little bit high, but we are filing for homestead. So hopefully these will go down. And I'm actually paying a little bit more into our taxes because during our closing time, they still had not given our mortgage company the accurate taxes for our mortgage. So they told us as long as we pay something around this, I think it was a little bit less, but as long as we pay more into escrow at the end of the year, it's better to have overpaid and get money back or have it roll over than to actually owe money. And me and my partner agreed. So this is why we're paying this amount of money. And then on 2/5, surprisingly, none of us was like expecting this. I've talked about how my boyfriend hurt his back and he's been unable to work. We weren't expecting that he was going to be getting any money this week. We thought that this was his last week. He is filing for like his disability right now, so we don't know when that is going to kick in from his job, but we did get income into the account, and that was for $450, which is better than nothing because in my head I was just thinking that we weren't getting any money from him at all. So even just this small $450 is going to do well for later on in the month. And we are at $28.44. Then on 2/5 we paid our gas bill. Now it was due on the 7th, but I'm guessing because that is on a Sunday, they took it out now, and that was for $158.43. Our bill is not going to normally be this high, but because we had an activation fee and some other fees that we had to pay for, that's why it's this high this month. And then also on 2/5, because I forgot to put it in there yesterday, we have my income, and it was $300, and that leaves us currently right now at $29.85.57. Okay, so that is what my bills are looking like right now, you guys. And I'm guessing, while we're here, I can go ahead and fill this in. So actual was $19.68, and then center point was actually $158.43. And that's all we've paid so far this month for our household bills. So I do our household bills separate from my personal account, and that just works out best for us. And now lastly, we're gonna go in and do my transaction log to see what I've been doing in my actual personal spending and just see where we landed off. So we are also going to start off with a rollover. So we are at 2/1. We had a rollover of, it was a credit, so $468.51, which leaves me with $468.51. You know what, y'all? I must tell you this because I don't think that I added it in here. So I did not always start off like here. I had, let me go back to January. I don't know why I'm so not prepared today. But I did have a couple of expenses in January. So we had the $46 for my Walgreens pay that wasn't charged to my account. And then the other two, oh, that's what it was. I had a $2 rollover, and you guys saw that already. Okay, yeah, so this is what I actually rolled over. Okay, just making sure you guys were up to date and I wasn't giving y'all no false information. But we have our rollover. And then on 2/1, like I stated, I had my Stitch Fix, and that was charged to my PayPal account. And I'm gonna do a debit because of course I'm gonna have to pay it back at some point, but it was for $201.34. And then also on 2/1, We had my HEB, and that was on my Discover card. And that was for $121.65. And then we also went to Walmart. The good thing is I shouldn't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff for groceries this week. And that was for $37.07. And then on the 2nd, I paid some of the money that I paid on here back. So it was Walmart payment, and that was $20, which put me at $448.51. And then on the 3rd, I went to Fiesta, and that was on PayPal, and that was for $4.18. And then on the 4th is when I got paid. So on the 4th is going to be my income, and that was a credit of $1,232.34, which brought my total to $1,680.85. And then after that, I went to the beauty store, and that was at PayPal, or I used my, nope, just kidding. I did not use my PayPal. I actually used my Capital One credit card, and I spent $14.47 to get hair to do my hair. And then also all of these other transactions are also on the 4th. And of course, it's just because I did my transfer that goes into my household account, and that brings me to $1380.85. And then I paid my Capital One auto, and that was $250, and that brought me to $1130.85. And then I did my cashless envelopes, and that was $365, and that brought my total to $765.85. Then we had savings. I think we had savings, and I put $25 into savings, which brought me to $740.85. And then we did my sinking funds and investments, and that totaled out to $81, and put my account at $659.85. And then lastly, I decided to put my buffer into my Wells Fargo savings. So I just transferred the $50 that I rolled over from January into that savings account, and then going forward, that is just what I will do. And so these were all of my payments for, I didn't spend anything else, did I, y'all? No, I did not. So I did not spend anything else for this week. So this was all of my transactions for my transaction log. So this is where I'm at right now. And this concludes my week 1 check-in, you guys. I had a lot going on. Sorry, normally I kind of know what's going on. I'm trying to keep up with that, but yeah, this was my week one check-in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like button. It helps everybody else see this video. Comment down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would love for you to join, and I'll see you guys in the next one.